In my last video, I showed you where true north was. I showed you the current coastline. I showed you where I believed it used to be. I showed you where the North Pole was. Then we went over and looked at the Wickenpenub and how Russia changed and how the vortex pulled Russia north, which pulled Japan up north. This was in the last video, everybody. Then I showed you a video on the Inuits and how they felt. Well, they know. They used to have 1 hour time to shoot seals. Now they have 2 hours. Alright, so check out the last video. In this video, I'm going to show you another theory called the trench theory and how I believe the Earth is smaller. Thank you very much for joining. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, please. So let's get into this theory I have, the trench theory, I'll call it. Let's start here. This is known as the Puerto Rico Trench. Okay. A lot of us agree that South America has moved from underneath North America. I see it as both continents splitting apart from each other. And you're going to see a common thing in this video with these trenches, alright? So we're going to start here at the Puerto Rico Trench. I think that both continents are pulling away from each other, but I think South America is pulling away way more than North America is, but I think it's both. But you're seeing it here at this part, okay? And you're going to see the commonality all these trenches have, and we're going to come back to this at the end and be like, oh, I see what he's saying now. Something happened here, right in the middle, because both continents still look the same except for the center. A lot has happened in the center. Nobleness D had a great video on Costa Rica. Go check that out and how that used to be an island. So a lot has happened in this central area, and this trench looks like it plays a big part. Right, so we'll just start there. This is the Puerto Rico Trench, and I have a feeling that it correlates with South America and North America pulling away from each other. Let's take a look at the next trench. So in my last video on Smaller Earth, I was showing people how I felt Japan used to be around this area and has moved up to from here to there, okay? And a lot of people agree with me on this, okay? You look in the comment section on Smaller Earth 1. Now we're going to continue off with this, all right? So Japan used to be there, give or take, and on this planet, you can see that there is the Mariana Trench, and a trench I've never heard of, which is called the Japan Trench, but it makes sense, all right, given its area. And you could just see it correlates again. Japan moving up north here into its current spot, and it makes sense. And again, I just want to show you that there are trenches everywhere where there are major landscape changes, continents, land movements, all right, in a very fast way called the Mandela Effect. But that's another example I want to show to you is this trench right here, the Mariana Trench, the Japan Trench, with Japan moving up north to its current location right here. All right, so that's the second example. All right, this is my favorite trench to explain. This is known as the Chromatic Trench right here with New Zealand. Now, a lot of people do remember New Zealand being on the top, like probably in this area. Okay, give or take on the old world. Okay, but you're gonna see something here which is really cool. Check this out. New Zealand, all right, has a lot of telltales, and again, there's the tire track, there's the trench. All right, so we've got the Chromatic Trench right here, and I'm gonna switch the view on this. Check this out. All right, check this out. This was fun to draw. We've got two rails now. Look at this though. There's more than a trench. There seems to be these two, I call them rails. I don't know what else to call them. I know they've got proper names like seamounts and ridges and stuff, but we'll call them rails. Check this out. Boom, boom. This is why I call them rails, because check this out. New Zealand used to be here, and it moved down. I'm telling you guys, down these rails. It's really cool to see this. Okay, and there's the trench. Okay, this is my favorite one. Took me a while to look at this to figure it out. It wasn't that hard, but I was like, how am I going to show people with the trench and with these two mountain ridges? It looks like New Zealand just slid right down into its current location. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. For me, that was a very obvious one. I've talked to numerous people about this over the last year. I'm finally able to show it to you guys. But again, there's that trench. Okay, every time we see these major land movements, we see those trenches. Okay, it's the only reason why I make this video is because I see something in common between all of these. All right, so let me know what you think in the comment section below. We have one more to look at. Alright, so this last trench I'm going to share with everybody is called the South Sandwich Trench, and it's located between the southern part of South America and Antarctica in the south. Now, this is the current ridge right here. This is known as the South Sandwich Trench. When I started watching this trench here, when Mandela first hit, this trench was over here more. It was even between these two continents. I remember it was just like this. It was just nice and smooth. It was even. And I don't know when this transpired, when this change happened from here to here, but it's awkward. It has a weird step to it. It's not smooth. It looks like it's doing a step motion. So lots of pulling and tearing in this area, but again, you're seeing the same thing happen. This one's a little interesting though, because I don't know what's going on down here, other than I do notice South America, the tail of it didn't used to do this. Okay, it was just rounded off at the bottom, but now it seems to be getting pulled. It looks like something like, let's pretend that a giant finger just landed right here and started pulling down that way. Don't know what else to say. The theory of tectonic plates, it's tough to understand that now on this planet with things that I've seen and what's going on. But what I'm showing you guys is that this continent is now being pulled this way, and I'm going to assume, same with Alaska, I'm going to assume this arm right here that you see right here is being heavily influenced by what is transpiring by the South Sandwich Trench. It's in the air, man, and I know these islands are getting bigger, but I'm not going to get into that because this is a trench theory video. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This one is the one that captivated me the most. Let me know what you think is going on. If you have Google Earth, please take a look at it. Look around the world. There are a couple more trenches that I have not covered because I'm still theorizing on them and what could have happened, like these trenches right here. Okay, I believe these are called the Java trenches. Especially this one down here. I still got to think about what's going on. But I do know that a lot of the land has disappeared or moved or shrunk or whatever. It's amazing to look at this planet now. But again, I don't want to steer off the main subject of this video. It's about trenches. Let me know what you think. So now when I come back to this trench here, right? What do you think? The Puerto Rico trench, right? You see how they're pulling apart. It's everywhere. Look, we see that there's a major change between these two continents. Trench, right? Go over here. We all agree Japan used to be down here somewhere. Now it's up there. Trench, two trenches. All right. We even have this Wookin Penub right here, guys. Wookin Penub used to be over here, but now it's over here. Trench, and then the other video I was saying how I believe this tip of Russia used to be down here more, right where this swirl is, but now it's up there. Trench, there's a trench there. Major land movements, you see trenches. Okay, right here, New Zealand. I showed you the here's show it to you one more time. There's the rails. Okay, here's the trench, and a lot of us agree that New Zealand has gone down south. New Zealand is now the land down under. You know what I mean? Trench. I'm showing you down here. Now, this is the tricky one, but I do see that there is land movement on South America, and I'm going to say that this has been influenced as well by the South Sandwich Trench. All right, so that's smaller Earth too, guys. I have a lot of videos coming out on smaller Earth. There's much more to talk about. There's still other trenches. I'm going to show you how the oceans have changed, where they've disappeared, the land masses in the oceans. And those are the two I'm working on next, right? So very important to show you guys. Not only I'm going to show you too how North America has shrunk dramatically in the areas where I believe they have, with pretty little arrows. All right, so stay tuned for more videos. Thank you very much, guys, and the ladies. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below about this trench theory. And also if you do look at Google Earth on a regular, there are a lot of trenches. Shoot me a message. Or make your video. Make a video talking about trenches. There's a lot going on here. Look at this trench here. Amazing. All right. Looks like a vortex spinning in there. You know what I mean? What's going on? All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Have yourselves a great weekend, and have, yeah, just really excited about these videos. Smaller Earth. I love you so very much. Love yourself. I love you. It's time to really love your neighbor and be forgiving. You know, don't battle evil. Just sidestep it and move along to the side, right? And just follow the light. Good light, right? But anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked. I love you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Peace.